Coming up though, for those of you that are here, if you want to play music, you can get that going at your place. I will be muting everyone in 1 minute. So you can play the music as loud as you like, and it won't disturb anyone other than like the people that live with you in your house. But yeah, I don't play music during this, just so that you guys can hear me very, very, very clearly. This is going to be a boot camp with body weight only, so there is no equipment that is needed other than I do recommend a yoga mat for your wrists and for planks, and I recommend sneakers just because it gives some sort of traction. I find that with my barefoot, I'm slipping a lot, but you are welcome to do this workout without sneakers as well. All right, so it's 6 o'clock and we're gonna just get started here. So today's timing for boot camp, this is all about circuit training. So during the time allotted, you want to try to do as many reps as you can of each exercise that I give, but with attention to good form. So it's never about going so fast that you're sloppy. You want to be safe and you want to be effective in recruiting the right muscles. So we have 2 exercises and they're going to be 45-second rounds. So 45 seconds is probably the longest I'll ever do. I hardly ever do 1-minute rounds because I notice that people just sort of pace themselves until like the last 30 seconds and then they go. Because a minute is really a long time when it comes to intervals. So 45 seconds is what I'm doing. 15 seconds break, do exercise B, alternating upper body and lower body. You can keep things low impact. So if you don't want to jump, you don't have to jump. Anytime you jump, you're working more explosive power. You're still using muscular strength, but it's more explosive in nature, and it'll get your heart rate up. If you want to keep it more low impact, squats will be more strength focused. So do 3 sets of 45 seconds times 15. Repeat exercise A, B, A, B. And after those 3 sets, we're going to do a Tabata that's completely focused on cardio. All right. So we're just going to like really, really, really drive our heart rate up. And then we're going to go back to the 45-second rounds. That'll make more sense once we start. Let's go ahead and get warmed up. And it is cold today. I train a client outside. Let's go ahead and march. I train a client outside on Tuesdays, and I was just freezing my butt off out there today because it was like 50 degrees or 45 or something. And sorry, I just had to get the next. And the thing is, when I train clients, I don't usually do any work. I just stand there and I say, do some push-ups, do some squats. And so I'm freezing my butt off being the trainer. And I guess if I really wanted to warm up, I could have actually done the workout for my client, but I didn't. I mute people before I forget. Yeah, march, and not just march, but really pick up those knees nice and high. Yeah, so what we're doing is we're engaging the abs and engaging the flexors. Now go ahead and march it out to the side. Just take up space. Like if you want to straighten your legs completely, you can, but make sure your hamstrings aren't too tight right now. We want to slowly get movement in our body. Dynamic range of motion, dynamic warm-up. We always want to start with that. Reach those arms up. Pull, pull. Let's get some work in our shoulders. So building heat slowly, getting the muscles more flexible, more pliable, so that we don't pull a muscle when we work out. You can bend your knees more if you'd like. If you want, you can do both arms, a little more shoulder movements. And I'm going to bring my legs forward, and I'm going to start to kick it forward and bring the opposite arm in front. Now I'm starting to straighten my legs a little bit more, get into those hamstrings. Here's the side view. Circling the arms, getting range of motion in the shoulders. Oh, I'm not very coordinated. Okay, let's go into some squats, nice and easy squats. Drop your butt back and down, sitting in that chair. Keep that chest up. So if I had a logo right here, you can always read the logo. Arms can reach forward. Knees and toes tracking in line with each other. Turn out slightly. Good. It is always your choice whether you want to do a squat or squat jump and how low you want to go. I'm going about 90 degrees, my knees. My butt is not going below my knees. But if you want to squat that way, you can. The most important thing is keeping the knees and toes aligned with each other. All right, I'm gonna bring my feet back to hip distance apart and get into lunges. So slide one leg back, feet are hip distance apart. Everything is square to the front, bending that back knee down for that 90-degree knee bend in the lunge. Torso stays vertical. Let me show you the side view, keep going. Let's do about 8 more. It's a vertical drop down. 4, 3, 2, and switch. You don't have to do it facing side. I was just showing you as a ability to see different points of views. But staring straight on into your device is probably the best for you guys. 8 more. My back knee is dropping down to about ankle heights. But again, you can decide how low you want to go. But keep the toes and knees tracking forward. Always in the same direction. 3 more. 2, and 1. Good. So we're going to warm up the upper body, the chest, and the arms. So go ahead and get into push-up position. Any push-ups that we do today can be done on the knees always. All right, so you pick your choices. Here are the options. We have what's called kneeling push-ups. So I'm on my knees, my butt is over my knees. My hands are wider than the mats. And I'm doing push-ups like so. So that's kneeling push-ups. And then we have knee push-ups where I walk my hands forward. I also bring my body forward so my chest is once again reaching down to the floor to where a line would be if my hands were connected by that line. So if I draw a line from my thumb to my thumb, that's kind of where my chest should go. So this is knee push-ups. And then finally we got toe push-ups. Let's try about 4 of these. Full plank, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. And I'd say that's good for our warm-up. And we're going to start with exercise 1. And whenever I do my first round, I don't add jumps in it, so that in case some of us aren't fully warmed up, we can kind of ease into it. So I'm going to hit the timer. You're going to hear knocking. That's 10 seconds to count down. We're going to start. And the first one is going to be push-up, walking out and in. So what that looks like is from here. You're going to take your hands, walk it out. Oops, sorry. Start over. You're going to be here. You're going to walk your toes in, walk your toes out, do a push-up. You can walk your toes in, walk your toes out, drop to your knees, do a push-up. Okay? You can also walk your toes in, jump your feet out. But if you jump your feet out, make sure your abs are nice and braced and you land right in that plank. All right, here we go. All right, there's that timer. Put this by my side here. So get into your push-up position. Ready? Good. Walking the feet in. Feel those hamstrings stretch. Walk it back. And push up. You have 45 seconds, so there's plenty of time during this interval, during this circuit. So maybe we're aiming for about maybe 5 to 6 push-ups. Good. And you're feeling a nice stretch in the hamstring. Get that butt up. Strong through the shoulders. And if you feel like jumping back, have your body braced already. Have your abs braced before you land. That means 10 seconds left. And then I'm going to show you the next exercise during that 15-second break. Okay, so the next exercise is the side lunge. So you're going to step out. All right, together, and then out again. Going to keep the one leg straight. Ready? So as I step out, I'm going to bend into this knee, Feel that stretch here, and then the other way. All right, this is the first round. We got 45 seconds of this. So we're kind of continuing our warm up here. No jumps in this round, but there are going to be jumps in the next few rounds, which you don't have to do. And always keep everything low impact, no jumps. Okay, feel that stretch. So this is not a squat, it's a side lunge. Only one knee is bending. After this, we have a 15-second break, and then we go into the first exercise again, which is the push-up. Walking the toes in and out. All right, you got 15 seconds. Let's go ahead and get into our push-up position. Remember, you can always come to your knees and do that push-up. Come off your knees and walk those toes up.
Ready?
Deep breathing. You can walk your feet in. You can walk your feet out. Find that plank. Drop to your knees. Lots of options here. Find what's challenging for you. Okay? Try to find kind of your limits. Push yourself a little bit. But make sure it's doable with good form. All right, we got 10 seconds. That's what the knocking means. Don't quit now. Finish through. Okay, back to our side lunge. Everyone good? Side lunge, side lunge. Nice. All right, so for those of you sharing video, or you can watch you guys, it's great. You don't have to show your video, it's always optional. Good. I really want to emphasize that one leg is straight because that's how you're going to open up the hip and feel the stretch. Try to keep that chest up. If it helps, you can reach your arms forward. Nice. Looking good. Looking good. We have about 12 seconds left. You can hear that knocking. Hear that knocking, but don't slow down. And you get a minute rest after this. So just ignore the timer. So ignore all this. I keep the clock running so that you can, so that I don't lose track of time, basically.
Ready?
All right. So the next round, I'm gonna add some jumps. We have a burpee 180. So a burpee, this is a burpee. And this is a burpee 180. Yeah. I guess you can do it in burpee 90, but 180, you just jump around. You do another burpee. Now, options for burpees, walk it out, come to your knees, do a push-up, walk it in, and turn. Okay, so you don't have to do the jump. Now, I will say that if you don't want to do the push-up, you don't have to do the push-ups either. We're starting in 13 seconds. So if you don't want to do the push-up in a burpee, you don't have to. You can go in, out, in, turn.
Ready?
All right, let's do it. Burpees. 180-degree turn. Push-up optional. Come to your knees to do the push-up. That's fine too. That's it. And I would say when you turn, to turn in both directions. One time turn left, one time turn right. That way you're not getting super dizzy. So I'm always turning towards you guys. So that was my left turn. I turn towards you guys again. That's my right turn. Okay. Next exercise. It's what I call a long jump shuffle back. So I'm jumping nice and long, shuffle back. If you don't want to jump, shuffle forward,
Ready?
shuffle back. All All right, from the side view, nice long jump, shuttle back. And I'm actually keeping my feet wide. So I'm keeping it on the outside of my mat. You don't necessarily have to do that. I just like to use it as a gauge of keeping my feet nice and wide. If you want to do a more narrow stance, you can. Down on the mat. Be careful when you jump on your mat. If your mat slides a little bit, you might lose your balance. So, things to be aware of. Soft landing in that squat. You can finish the movement. In fact, I probably should have finished the movement. Back to our burpees. So your breathing should be up a little bit from that. Breathe, breathe, breathe. I know it's tempting sometimes to hold your breath while you do a push-up, while you jump. Try to keep an inhale and exhale going the whole time. Brace your abs. Think about it. Sometimes we forget to think about it because we're so focused on our arms or focus on the jump. Brace those abs right now. And keep it braced as you work out. All right, doing our long jump. Some may call it a broad jump too. In 3 seconds we start.
Ready?
And let's go. Back feet. Come back. Wherever you decide you're going to start. It doesn't have to be perfectly where you start. It's just 2 kinds of motion. Big jump, soft landing into the squat, keeping the leg muscles loaded as we scurry back. Focusing on speed and agility. That squat jump is kind of slow and controlled, and then it's fast. All right, you get a minute off. How are you doing? Everyone good? All right, I see the thumbs up. Great job, Lynn. Yes, Maxine. Okay.
Ready?
All right. Yeah, Ari's still alive. Okay, so you get a minute. You get a minute. Take some water. You can get water anytime. Now is a good time to get water, but if in the middle of a 45-second circuit you want to get water, go for it. So now we have T push-ups. Now T push-ups, you can do it on your knees. And this is the T, right? My arms form a T. And then you can do it, you can do it on your toes like this. You can drop your heels. And then this challenge that I'm going to give you is optional, but you tap back. Tap back, push up, tap back. So that extra tap back sort of challenges your balance and challenges your core muscles a little bit more. All right? All right, we're going to start in 5 seconds. Remember, you can do push-ups on your knees.
Ready?
Yeah, so I'm doing push-up, tap back. So I lift my leg. Push-up, I lift my leg, tap it back. Absorb as you put the hand down, bend the elbow into the push-up. So we have about 30 seconds left. So when you move that leg to tap back, if you have a knee on the ground, you can still do it. Just kind of have to imagine where behind the body it is. But it does force you to squeeze your abs a little bit more. Because if you don't, you kind of just will fall back. You don't want to fall back. You want to be in control. Okay. So we got foot pulls to heel click. All right. 3, 2, 1, and stand. Or 3, 2, 1. Heel click.
Ready?
Okay? 3, 2, 1, up. 3, 2, 1, up. Click, 3, 2, 1. Click, 3, 2, 1. Click. Those are your two options. You're standing, or you're doing a jump and a click. Actually, there's another option. Is that. Don't do the heel click, jump and land without the heel click. The heel click makes it a little more challenging because you have to jump up high enough, fix your heels together, and then back out. It's a soft landing though, okay? It's controlled landing. You land right into the squat. Right into that pulse, 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 in, pulse, pulse, pulse. Oh geez, that one's tiring. All right, T push-ups again. T. 4. Technology.
Ready?
So take your feet apart. Your feet shouldn't be perfectly together. It's always about quality over quantity. So do the best push-ups you can do. Try not to stop. Try to keep going at a steady pace. It's not about doing it super duper fast where the form goes out the window. Bend slowly into those elbows. Get that chest down to elbow height. Hands nice and wide. Oh, barely made it to that 45 seconds. Okay. Set up your wide squat. Toes and knees turned out to the corners. 3 pulses.
Ready?
There you go. 3, 2, 1, and stand. 3, 2, 1, and jump. Or 3, 2, 1, heel click. Whatever you want to do with your arms. What helps you jump? Does it help you to throw your arms down? Does it help you to reach it up? Your choice. There isn't really a wrong way. X. Start. Oh, I forgot to do the heel click. Oops. Right. We do everything twice. Now after this minute, it's a Tabata. So this is 100% cardio.
Ready?
All right? The 2 exercises is mountain climbers. It is 20 seconds. So I want you to get horizontal with your butt down, shoulder over the wrist, and run like crazy. Run, run, run. All right? Yes, you do feel your shoulders, and you do feel some arm muscles, but it's really about your heart rate. And then you're going to do jumping jacks. You can do any jumping jacks you want. In this particular one, we're going to go forward, forward, forward. It's just a way to challenge your coordination to not do the same jumping jacks all the time. So from the side, my feet go out, my arms go forward, and then everything comes together. Forward, forward. Okay? Just the variation of jacks. Get the heart rate up. All right. Let's get ready for a Tabata. Tabata, by definition, means 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest, 8 times. So that's 4 minutes total. 4 minutes total. Here we go. Get ready. Mountain climber position. Remember, it's only 20 seconds, so go, go, go. 3. Wrists underneath shoulders. 1. Go. 20 seconds. It's very short. It's going to be over before you know it. Controlled, but speed. Get that butt down. We don't want your butt up here. We want the shoulders over the wrist. Pull the knees in. Pull, 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 pull. 3, 2, 1. Rest. You only have 10 seconds. Get up. Get ready. We're going to do our jacks. So starting here, going here. 3, 2. Non-stop. 1. Let's go. Tabata 2. Low impact option is this. Out, in, out, in. So take your low impact option if you like. This is about speed. All right, we don't live in a slow motion world. Sometimes we gotta be super quick on our feet. 2,
1.
And that's what this is about. When I'm in my mountain climber position, my feet are hitting the floor like it's hot lava, right?
3,
So
2, 1.
you don't want that foot on the floor for a very long time. You don't want this. It's too long. As soon as the foot hits the floor, you pull that knee forward. 20 seconds, come on. It's already 10 seconds left. I want you to breathe so
3,
hard.
2, 1. Rest.
Like me. It's like you can barely talk. I'm going to stop talking. Because I can't
3,
talk.
2.
Go.
Tabata 4.
If you're going to your full potential, you should be able to talk very easily.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
I want a break. I'm just going to come watch you guys.
2,
Let's go.
1. Tabata 5.
Let's go. Let's go. Where's your butt? No higher than the shoulders, please. Use your abs. Draw the belly button in and pull those knees. Pull, 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 pull.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
How are we doing on the jacks? You can do any jack variation you like, honestly. If you want to reach your arms overhead, do it.
2, 1. Tabata 6.
So instead of going out to the side like we normally do, I'm going straight to the front because it's a shorter distance and allows me to jack faster. Sometimes the limitation is the arm circling. This takes more time. 3,
2,
less time.
1. Rest.
I do have some sort of logic. All right, get down. I'm going to watch you guys.
3,
Mountain climbers, go.
1.
Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Nice rush knee. Yes, yes, yes. You know who you're competing with? Yourself. Go, 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 go.
3,
All right.
2, 1. Rest.
I admit I skipped that round. Okay. Now we're going to go with the jacks again.
3,
2, 1. Let's move.
Tabata 8.
This is it. It's the last one. Give it all you got. We're going back to 45 seconds rounds after this. On the balls of your feet. Like, I don't know.
2, 1.
I keep-
Recovery is
I
complete.
keep hitting myself. I don't know if you guys can hear me slap my thighs. You don't have to hit yourself. In fact, please don't hit yourself. Okay. Water, water. I guess I should get some water too, huh? Let me practice what I preach. Okay. So we're back to our 45-second round. Let me change the timer here. Okay. First exercise in the second round. All right, here's the balance exercise. So I'm picking a leg. I happen to pick the front leg, which is my right leg. I'm going to have my left leg as a kickstand. Here's some options. My spine is flat, okay, not rounded. My standing leg is going to be bent like I'm doing single leg squats. So the option here is rear fly. I want you to squeeze the shoulder blades together and intentionally reach the arm out to the side like this. Okay, I'm going down and up. So if you have all the weight or like 95% of the weight on the front leg, this single leg squat is going to really work the front leg. If you want to work your balance, this, down, up, down, up, down, up. I would say it doesn't work the balance that much because your leg is up for a very short amount of time before I back down anyways. If we really want to challenge our balance, it'd be something like, I don't even know if I can do this. Where I don't lift my leg down. But the reason I'm not doing that is because the odds of me losing my balance is very high. And then it would take away from the work. All right, the focus is on this leg. And the focus is on our posture. So squeeze the shoulder blades together. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. All right, this one The entire first 45 seconds is on one leg. The next time we do it is on the other leg. So don't switch legs in the middle. Don't switch legs in the middle. I'll show you guys on a sort of an angle here. So here's my kickstand, bend and straighten. Here we go. Lift, lift, lift. I have 95% of the weight on my front leg. Okay, this is a single leg squat with rear fly. Keep those arms mostly straight and feel the shoulder blades pinch towards each other every single arm lift. I know you should feel this. If you're bending your knees, straighten. Bending your knees, straighten. Keep that spine nice and lengthened. All right, no roundness in the spine. You're taking off, you're flying. Fly. Eye gaze on the floor, maybe about 2 or 3 feet ahead of your toes. So your head in there is aligned with the spine. Oh gosh, that killed. Goodness gracious. All right, we got burpees again. Gotta do burpees twice. Burpee with a lateral walk. So here, optional push-up, I'm gonna walk it to the side, and then I jump in, or walk it in. I'm doing my push-up here. You don't have to do a push-up, and I walk it back onto my mat. Walk it in. Okay, so this kind of breaks up the burpees. Because we walk it to the side before we come up. It takes a little time. Burpee, lateral walk. Walk it over. I don't care how your hands and feet move, but try to maintain the point. So try not to stick the butt up while we walk. See? Jump it out. Push up. You can skip the push up if you want, but see as I walk, my butt doesn't go up in the air. Find your other leg. Your other leg. I'm still going to face this way just so you can see how my front leg is lifting. Okay, I'll do the same.
Ready?
Switch legs. Eye gaze. Bend, straighten, bend, straighten. It's about the bending and straightening of the front leg, which is bearing 95% of your weight. Even when I put my back leg down, it's just my toe. Not enough to really carry too much of the weight. Open up that chest. Squeeze those shoulder blades towards each other. Straighten those arms and fly. If you really care about your butt, this is a really good exercise for your butt. What am I saying? Of course we care about our butt. Who doesn't care about our butt? Whew. All right, burpees, lateral walk. Push-ups are optional. Let me show you what that looks like. I jump back, I walk it to the side, I jump in. I didn't do any push-ups. That's just a burpee with no push-ups. It's fine, it's still a burpee. Whew. Really focus on the plank now. It's what it's about, your core strength. You can do 2 push-ups if you want. Whew. I do a push-up before I walk. I do a push-up after I walk. Again, the possibilities and variations and options are endless. Okay? But 1 minute rest, get some water. That's great. So notice we're going from upper body to lower body. Although you could argue that burpees is total body, which it is. We do use our legs. But the thing that fatigues more in the burpee is the arm when we do our push-up. All right, so here we got squat jump. Let me show you the non-jumping version first. We have about 45 seconds left in our rest. So you do a squat, and then you want to lift onto your toes. Let me do it off the mat. Lift onto your toes and pivot. Lunge, lift, pivot. So for the protection of your knees, you want to get your heels off the ground so you can pivot. You don't want to pivot with your heel on the ground because you're going to torque your knee. Lunge, pivot, down. Pivot, we have 15 seconds. So the jumping version is here. Jump, pivot, jump. Pivot, jump. Pivot. You're not jumping as you pivot. Although you could do that, I guess. All right, here we go. Squat, pivot. You can also jump like this. And mid-air pivot. So if you're doing the non-jumping version, make sure you lift the heels up. When you jump, your heel and your entire foot is off anyway, so you basically can twist mid-air with no torque felt on your body. This is all lower body. So again, pivot, lunge, pivot, squat, pivot, lunge, pivot, squat. It's all about the heel lifts. Woo. All right, these are what I call 1.5 push-ups. I can show it to you on my knees. You go all the way down, or what do you consider all the way down, elbow height. Come halfway up, down, all the way. Okay? Or call it a pulse. Pulse and lift. One pulse, one all the way up. So here's the half, here's the full. Half and a full. So we call this 1.5 push-ups. So show me that little pulse at the bottom. That halfway up. Yeah, I'm doing on my knees. About 45 seconds here. The other thing you can do is try to do it on your toes for as long as you can, and then go to your knees to finish out the rest of the 45 seconds. Nowhere did I ever say that once you pick toes, you gotta stick with it the whole time. You can always adjust during the set. So during this 45 seconds, if you want to start with jumps, and then the second half you want to end without jumps, fine. Starting with jumps, and maybe as I get a little fatigued, I'm going to take out the jumps, but I'm going to try to keep moving. All right, that's what I'm going to try to do. Try to keep moving. About halfway done now. 22 seconds left. I'm going to take out the jumps. Good, and I'm going to lift that heel. Do my pivot. I'm going to keep moving. 10 seconds left. Oh, maybe I'll try to do some more jumps to the end. 5 seconds left. Whew. Okay, so let's see the 1.5 push-ups. Let's see if I can do my toes.
Ready?
How we doing? Brace those abs, find that plank. Try to keep moving. You got this. Oh gosh. Okay. We're going to finish with the Tabata. So you have a minute. All right, so it's about 6:40, 6:38. We have 4 minutes. Cardio, cardio, cardio. All right. Then it's going to give us just enough time for about a 3-minute cool down. So what do we have here? The power skip. So skip, we're skipping. It's an upward knee thrust that because of the upward momentum, it pulls the bottom foot off the ground. Without the jump, it's a knee lift. Now move your arms in opposition. Right leg, left arm. Punch, punch, punch. Power skip to the punch. All right? The more you try to punch upward, we got 15 seconds to go. Oh, I got to change it to the bottom. The more you try to punch upwards, the more it'll kind of pull your whole body in. And then the second exercise, more jumping jacks. I know, you're like, what? You can do any jumping jack version you want, but this one is jack, stop, jack, stop. Here's a low impact version. Reach those arms nice and wide for that stop. Jack, stop. So it's one out in and then one airborne. Get the heart rate up. No squats. No lunges.
3, 2, 1. Top it on 1.
Punch, punch, punch. Up, up. Use that fist to propel yourself upward.
3, 2,
Yeah.
1. Rest.
And make sure you get your arms overhead. It also helps with heart rate. All right. Start.
3, 2, 1. Top it on
20 seconds. 20 seconds. Out, in, up. Out, in, up. Out, in, up. Out. You can do non-stop jacks like this
3, 2, 1.
and skip the star. Okay, back to our punches. Get those arms overhead. Act like you're going to punch the ceiling.
3, 2, 1. Top it on 3.
Get those knees as high as you can. If it helps for you to skip around the room, you can.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
All right, back to our star jacks. You know, they do jumping jacks all the time in the U.S. Army.
3, 2, 1. Top it on 4.
Soft landing. You want to land with bent knees. Seconds. Get the heart rate up. Make it challenging to talk.
2, 1.
Say,
Rest.
hey, Sam, I really appreciate you. And see how hard it is to say that. Just kidding.
3, 2, 1.
Yay! I'm so powerful. I'm going to punch holes in the ceiling. I know you guys are probably talking to yourself at home. So it's hard to do that talk test and see how breathless you are. They're talking.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Or if you have a pen, you can talk to your pen. Okay, we're almost done, guys. We have the
3,
jacks. 2 more times.
1. Top it on 6.
After this, it's just one more of each one. And we're stretching. Whoa. And then it really loudly there.
2, 1. Rest.
You shouldn't hear yourself land. You shouldn't be a ton. If you're absorbing into the muscles and you're keeping it out of the joints, it's safe
3,
training.
2, 1. Top it on 7.
I know you're tired. This is the last one of these. Pick up those knees. Pick up the feet. Straighten those arms out. This is the last chance to push yourself.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Okay. I'm sort of stopping prematurely. I really should go the whole 20 seconds, which I will do for this round.
3, 2, 1. Top it on 8.
Last one. Last 17 seconds of work. All the way to the end. Don't stop soon. Wait until you hear the timer.
2, 1. Your timer is complete.
Your timer is complete. Whew. Get some water. Let the heart rate come back down. Let's start with a nice and easy torso rotation, lifting the heel. Whew. Let the heart rate come back down. So if you've ever done a sprint, what you want to realize is it's not good to just suddenly stop and sit down. Your heart rate is through the roof. You're breathing so quickly. And it's like you suddenly stop everything. It's not good for the body. You got to ease into the workout with a warm-up. And you got to ease out of the workout with a cool down. So we're still moving here nice and easy. Slowly let the heart rate back down. All right, let's bring the feet still. And then again, continue moving a little bit. Slowing the blood flow down. You're not going to completely cool down here, but by the end of this, your heart rate should hopefully be down a little bit and you're not breathing as hard as you were. Reverse direction. And now your muscles are fully warm, right? You should be sweating. So this is the best time to do static stretches. So stretching where we hold. You don't want to do static stretches in the beginning of the class because your muscles are tight, they're cold. If you try to pull something cold, it's gonna snap, it's gonna pull, it's gonna not stretch. But now everything's nice and warm. We got our calves lengthening, our hamstrings here. Continuing to breathe. I have a nice flat back here. If you don't really feel the stretch, you can try to lower your chest down toward the thigh. And it will round a little bit. That's okay. But usually I can feel it. I can feel my hamstrings and calves when my back is flat, about parallel. Great job, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. We're just going to stretch and cool down because it's important that after you've contracted these muscles and worked them so hard, that you start the recovery process right away with some stretches. And the recovery process doesn't end here. You stretch your quads and hip flexors. You can go grab a wall if you like. So pull the heel towards your butt so that you feel the stretch here. If you don't feel that, you can pull it a little bit behind you, but don't pull it out to the side. So part of the recovery process is also drinking fluids like water, eating nutritious foods like protein, beans, some complex carbs, and then also making sure you have enough recovery time in the shape of sleep. All right, so if you decide that you're going to pull an all-nighter tonight after doing an intense boot camp, that's probably not the best idea. Not that you should ever pull all-nighters, but if you're going to, do it on a day you don't exercise. Having said that, if you really, really want to eat pumpkin pie, it's probably best to eat it after workout. I'm saying that for myself. Because the best time to eat the pie is probably not when you haven't worked out. It's not to say, by any means, go into a side lunge. By the way, a side lunge is a stretch and a strength in one. It's not to ever say that you are working out so that you have permission to eat. It's never about earning food as a reward. It's more about thinking about what your body needs and how does your body work. Just, I like chocolates and I like desserts just like everyone else. And you want to fit it into a healthy diet that has everything in it, right? It's not about banning any certain foods. So it's about being smart about when to eat certain things. I hope that makes sense. Let's stretch your chest. We have our one body. We're gonna treat it well. Lean over to the side. So it's all about balance. Did you know that if all you ate was broccoli, one of the healthiest foods in the world, you wouldn't be a healthy person because all you ate was broccoli?